everybody. It's me. Hi, everyone. It's me, Sheila, Sheilaho Design. I hope you're doing well this Sunday. Hold on a sec. I'm just going to switch to my camera here. Ooh, Lord, look at my magazines or catalogs available to you. Right now, we're talking about the new Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. It's available right now, with the products in it from January through April. And, oops, that's supposed to be me. Hello, hi, so nice to see you all. Hope you're doing well. As I said before, I'm just checking to see that my live stream is happening, and it is. Hey, friends on YouTube. And if you're watching me on Facebook, hey. Excellent. I hope you can hear me. All right, on Facebook, we look like we're live there. Okay, I'm just going to move over here a sec. I'm just going to walk around the corner. You can see my closet doors. All right, so today we're going to be talking about this really cute stamp set, or playing with this really cute stamp set called Adorable Owls. I'll show you on the other, laptop, or the other screen rather. I'm just showing you here because there's a little less glare. There's three owls in this cute set. Ooh, let's see, can you see it? And it's free during Sale-A-Bration with a $60 Canadian purchase through me. And you can pick it right at checkout. Anyway, let's just jump in. I'm going to switch to the other camera. Can you see? Can you see? Oh, hi, and there I am. I'm just going to turn that one off so you can see it there. And you can see my workspace. Okay. So today I thought maybe we would just work on getting these. I just jump right in. Sorry, just jump right into getting a card made. Okay. So I'm just checking my Facebook stream. There, I see you and I see it. Super excited. All right, friends. Here we are. So this is Adorable Owls. It's a red rubber. It's a cling set. You can see my hand on my phone. It's a red rubber cling set stamp, and it's mounted onto the foam. It's just like all the other amazing Stampin' Up! Products that we have. And super fun and cute. It comes with 3 sentiments. My friend, it's your day, Hoot Hoot. You're so cute. And yeah, I know, it really is just so cute. So I thought today we would do something a little bit different. And rather than just color them, but we would watercolor our Adorable Owls today. Because that would be the way to go. It's something different, something completely challenging for us. Oops, are we frozen? We are frozen. Okay. Let me see here. You see me? Yeah, you do. Hi. Okay, it looks like we're frozen. Oops, looks like we're frozen here with my overhead cam. Turn that back on. Let's see, is it... Oh, back to you. Nice and large. Let me just see if it works over here. Can I see? Oh, okay, my overhead camera looks frozen. It froze again. Sorry, friends. Okay, I'm going to try and fix this. So give me a second. Okay, as I talk to you, I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to try and bring it back in. All right. This happens from time to time. Oh, and it's upside down. So let's see if I can you can see all my stuff there. Okay. Let me just see if I can rotate this. Oops, and all the other things I wanted to show you. And I hope it's okay this time. Nope, it's still not okay. Sorry, my friends. All right, so as I'm trying to redo this, Yeah, so Sale-A-Bration is available. It's happening right now until February 28th. It's basically, for those who are new to the program, new to me, it's the time of year during Stampin' Up! Where you get a free Sale-A-Bration product with every $60 or $100 of purchase before tax and shipping. So you can shop from the new mini catalog. You can shop from, excuse me, you can shop from the current annual catalog. You can shop from any of the online products that I have on my website, sheilaho.stampinup.net. And yeah, no, and it's and any of those products will lead to, let's see here, will allow you to obtain your free Sale-A-Bration product. Give me a second here. My camera is still not doing the thing. It was earlier this morning, and I really appreciate this. I super choked about that, but hopefully we can see if this works. Okay, let's see here. Can I get that in? Do you see that? I think you do. I apologize. I'm using something called OBS. It's a free streaming product. Well, I know it's there, but it's not working here. Okay. I wonder if that's going to work for us. Okay. All right. Well, my friends, let me try this again because it normally works this way. And I will attempt to do it again. Just give me a second. Hope you can hear me well. Just getting closer to my microphone. Okay, I'm going to try a different setting. Super sorry. Okay. If not, maybe I'll just restart this live stream again elsewhere. Let me just see here on the other end. Let's try. Okay. Looks like we might have success this time, and I apologize for that. I'm going to see, oops, you can see my hand in there. Let's see if I can rotate this. And then you can see me. Nope. Oh, it's frozen. Oh, no. Okay. We shall try again. Okay, dear friends, here we go. This seems to not want to work for me today. Although last week it worked out well, and I apologize for wasting your time here. If you want, just come back for the replay and, you know, just fast forward through this part. All right. All right, friends, I think what I'll do is I'll just cancel this live stream and I'll come back and we'll figure it out in a bit, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm really sorry. I was super excited to work with this and work with you on it. Okay. Oh, let's see. Maybe. Oh, I do have something. It's upside down. There we are. Let's see if this can work for us. I know I've done this 100 times. Oh, I see my hand. Okay. Here we go. I think this works better now. Let me know. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see now if this works. I can see it's moving around. Okay, we're good. So, I have opened that up again for you to look at. I'm going to move my microphone over too so you can see and listen to me. I hope you can hear me well. Just put this over here and you'll see the legs, I think, make an appearance. Okay. And there we are. And those of you on Facebook watching, all right, great. And on YouTube, thank you. Okay, so what I said, I was planning to do a watercolor type of card. Maybe I didn't say that, but that was what I was planning to do before we got distracted by my technical issues. Okay, so what this entails is stamping and using watercolor paper, which I have here, a scrap somewhere that I grabbed from my stash. Using StazOn ink. StazOn's the best for watercolor since it doesn't bleed when water touches it and it dries quite quickly. And it's a solvent type ink. And then using these aqua painters. So these aqua painters I have, they're an older version of the current Stampin' Up! Ones, but they're still great and they still work. And they all work in the same way. You fill the barrel with water. Let me just remove the top here. So you fill the barrel with water, and then you paint using the soft tipped bristles at just like a regular paintbrush, but with our inks. Okay, so I've got 2 of them. I might have more. I have quite a few aqua painters. So one's a thick brush and one's a thin tipped brush. And as you can see, they've taken up a lot of color. And after a time, of course, you'll want to replace them as the bristles kind of wear out. So I might be due for one of those very, very soon. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'll change my lighting over. So we're going to stamp this guy with the bow tie. Isn't he cute? So that's this one here. I'm just going to stamp him on my watercolor paper. So with StazOn ink, it's really important to keep it moistened. That's why there's a little plastic sheet that comes with the StazOn ink pad. And you'll want to just get that all inky. I'm going to stamp 2 owls for time so that you can see. It takes, and just in case I screw up one. Stamp one there, and I'll stamp one just right beside him here. Okie dokie. And then I'm going to cover up my StazOn pad. I don't think I need that. And this stamped quite well. So you can see here the owl is all inked up. I'm going to move this guy, the water sheet, out for a second. So to remove StazOn, you actually need a specific StazOn cleaner, which we provide in our catalog. Simply because it's a different type of solvent. I have my scrub here. It broke in half, but the plastic container is broken in half. But the scrub tool still works out well. So you put the solvent on top and you just scrub. And I have the other side for drying. And it dries off really nicely. And the stamp looks refreshed. I'll put that to the side and let's get on with the coloring. Okay, so for this guy, I wanted to do some non-traditional colors, shall we say. here, I'll leave this guy as a reference. I wanted to do Melon Mambo watercoloring, so that's this, and some basic gray, and I'll use that. So how this begins: take your watercolor that you want to choose, I guess, and we've got other elements here. We have eyes, we've got a beak, we've got the bow tie, you know, really cute things. So let me just show you some things. So the other tool I wanted to explain to you was this thing called a blender pen. The blender pens have a special solution. They're really wonderful to work with watercolors. They come in a package of 3 and are part of the coloring tools in our annual catalog if you're looking for them. So I've got a newer one here. This is an older one. This is about to also go, but this is so great. They last quite a while and they pick up color very nicely. They're perfect for those small spots here. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to work on the small sections. I've got my Stampin' Write marker in orange. These are watercolor markers. You can use your Stampin' Write markers, or you can, you know, use, I guess, if you don't have this, some other watercolor type of marker. I think what I'm going to do first is, I'm just looking here, I'm just going to color this in gently, like that. Color in the feet. The Stampin' Write markers have both a broad tip and a fine tip. I'm also going to do, is because I want that watercolor effect, is I'm going to take my blender pen and just blend that watercolor or that marker that I just did ever so gently, ever so sweetly onto the other areas. Again, a blending effect. And there we are. And let's see if I can take the fine tip here. Maybe I'll just add a little bit more color, because we are going for watercolor effects. So great. Now move my blender pen to the side so I don't get confused. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my basic gray marker and I'm going to use this watercolor marker to color in certain areas of the owl that I don't, that I think will be hard to reach with the marker or with the watercolor. I'm going to do that on this guy too. I haven't colored in the beak yet for this guy, but we'll get there. All right. So I plan to color parts of the face and the chest in basic gray. Now here's a trick. If you don't have, you know, a full color ink pad, but you want a color for, you need a watercolor. I don't have a full basic gray ink pad. So what I tend to do is I'll take my acrylic block and I'll color, put some ink down onto that acrylic block. And then I'll take my watercolor marker and let me just show you. And I'll pick up some of that color from this marker. So remember to fill the barrel with water. If you don't have water in the barrel, this doesn't work. Just take up a little of that. And I will start just adding the watercolor. Now it's basic gray onto my owl. Also, I also keep a piece of paper towel nearby. I like to just make sure that I don't have too much water. So to get more water out, you would squeeze the barrel if your paintbrush is dry. Squeeze the barrel a bit. So I'm just going to do that. I don't want too much water or else it will leak and ooze everywhere. So this watercolor paper from Stampin' Up! Is so wonderful. It absorbs the water and these colors quite well. So I'm just doing light strokes, including the area that I did color with previously with the marker. I'm going to kind of blend that out a bit. Okay. And then we'll wait for it to dry. Sometimes you can make it dry faster if you have an embossing heat gun. I don't necessarily have that. Well, I do have that, but I'm looking to see if I plugged it in. Okay. And there you go. There's that. You know what? I'm going to do it on this side too while we're waiting for that to dry. Why not? You can never have enough owls, especially these cute, adorable owls. I was super excited when I saw I had a preview because when you're a demo, you get to see everything a month in advance. So I was super excited to see that. They had these cute owls available for pre-order. And so I went and got them. So why not? Yeah. And so that's one of the things, and one of the fun things about being a demo is you get to see everything ahead of time. And you get to order. So there, with this one, see, this is a perfect one to show you. It's got too much water in the one area. But you can see that the stays on ink stays where it is. So I just took my paper towel. I'm going to absorb some of that water. Take it back. And take some of that ink. Redo this. Again, don't squeeze too hard. I was squeezing a bit too hard, I think, on my barrel. Okay. And I'm going to see if I can get that gray to blend in. You can see the other one, it has dried. Okay. And I'll let that one sit now. I'll let this owl sit. Okay. And I'll come back later and kind of fill in some spots with that owl. And then we'll decide and see which one we like better. Okay. Let me just check to see, are there any comments here on Facebook? None. Okay. And none on YouTube yet. Okay. Next thing I will show you is I'm going to take another marker and we're going to color in these little parts of the ears, the insides of the ears. This one is Blushing Bride. Blushing Bride. And it's really very pale, pale pink. I love it. I'm going to color it on this guy first. You can do the same thing. I'll do it here. And it's harder to see Blushing Bride actually on the acrylic block. And this time I'm going to take the blender pen and I'm just going to pick up some ink. I'm going to color in. There we go. Yes. And color in the ears that way. It's very faint and it's a little difficult to see. So this one where I already colored in with the marker, I'm just going to use my blender pen and again the watercolor effect, and here you can see that there. Yeah. So what's wonderful with the watercolor and the blender pen together is that it does not what do you call it, it doesn't cause the paper to fray, because sometimes it does do that, and you know that makes it not fun. What I'm also going to do, because I noticed now I should just do it while I'm here, is I'm going to take the Blushing Bride. I'm going to color into the bottom part of the owl's eyeball, just like that. Sweet. I use the other side of the blender pen here, and I'm just going to fix in where there were gaps in the color. Taking it from that basic gray I colored onto that acrylic block. Excuse me. Okay, the next thing we're going to do while we're here, and I'm going to wait for things to dry, especially on that one there, we're going to take my Melon Mambo stamp pad. So you can either do this a couple of ways. I think one way is if you have a re-inker, you can put your re-inked Melon Mambo onto this or onto an acrylic block like I've done here. Put a drop. Or my other way is I just kind of give a quick squeeze to the ink pad and get some color onto the lid just like this. Okay, I'm going to use my thicker watercolor aqua painter. Okay, I'm just going to take up some of that color that I've squeezed onto the lid, and I'm going to color this guy just so. Okay. I also need a little bit more water because this Melon Mambo is a bit brighter than I had wanted, but that's okay. Okay. All right, here we are. And we're going to do the wing. I'm going to let that one sit a bit so it can absorb. And really just take your time with this. It's fun. It does not have to be perfect because it is watercolor. And I'm no artist, so I'm just kind of brushing through. Yeah. So is watercoloring for you? Let me know in the comments. If you don't have an aqua painter and you've got, I guess, other brushes, you can try and see if you can get the same type of effect. You might be a better painter than I am. I'm sure you are, actually. Yeah. Only because I'm a little messy here. All right. Picking up more paint and more color. This is Melon Mambo. Super bright. I thought this would be a nice combination, you know, like a sophisticated owl with the pink and the gray. Excuse me here, I just had to turn around and look for things. Okay. With my Melon Mambo-iness. Okay. Oops. Okay. And here we are with that. So sometimes, you know what, with watercolor, things go out the line because it is water, right? Like literally water. And water, as you know, if you've lived here in Vancouver, you know it rains a lot. We've had some floods. It does some really crazy things, wonderful things, crazy things. Same with the watercoloring here. So sometimes when you're trying to get to places with this, it's not going to be exactly as you wish, right? You might get some streaks. That's okay. That's part of the charm, I think, of this particular technique. Okay, so this guy, you know what, I'll just finish him off. We'll see which one we like. Again, don't squeeze too hard on the barrel. So I try to move my hand down closer to the brush, but sometimes you forget. You get, you know, habits. Okay. That one looks really cute. And there you go. Maybe two little owls. And then we'll wait for them to dry. And we'll finish off the eyes and the bow tie on this one while it's, you know, waiting for it to dry. I'm just wiping off the excess a bit on my paper towel, which I've pushed to the side here. Okay, so this one you can see my water. I used way too much water on this one, and it's kind of blending with that Melon Mambo in there. That's okay. That's okay. Again, it's all part of the charm, and it's all part of how your owl looks, right? Okay, so I'm gonna just wipe off some of that brush on my paper towel to the side here. I'm gonna wait for this one to dry. The next thing we're gonna do, I'm going to take, oops, I'm gonna close this guy up so it doesn't dry. Snap, you hear that? I want to color the eyes in this Parakeet Party. Parakeet Party is a new in color. It was new last year. So I'm excited to see some of the new ones this year. And I'm just going to take, actually I'm going to take the blender pen and I'm going to pick up some color. There we go. I'll take my new blender pen. I think that one has too much. So I'm going to pick up some color here. You can see it starts off as a very, very clean white tip. And then, you know, as you add color, it becomes that tip. But again, you can wipe off the blender pen. Just so. And it comes off. And then you can use it again for, you know, something else. another color or the same color. Maybe you want to buy a bunch of different, have a bunch of different pens on hand for different colors, like, you know, reds, which tend to be very, very bold and inky, and they stay on a long time. Make sure the eyes match in intensity. That gives that beautiful watercolor effect. Again, I'm going to clear that off there. That special solution. Awesome. Okay. And then for this guy, I'm going to take that. I might as well use that same tip and just take off the rest of whatever that blushing bride was and color it in here. It's going to be very pale. Okay, and there we are. Okay, finally we got the bow tie. And we're going to do that one in Sweet Sorbet. Sweet Sorbet is also a new in color. So I dropped a couple of ink drops in there. I think this is going to be the color of all like my Valentines and stuff. I really like it. It's not a dark red like, say, Cherry Cobbler. And it's not obviously like the true red, like real red. But somewhere in between, like Poppy Parade and real red. It's a little bit darker. Here, this guy, I'm going to color that in too. You can see how much this blender pen holds. Especially with this Sweet Sorbet, the red darker inks. It's quite, there you go. So you don't have to struggle with your water, pen, or ink. Look at that. Ooh, holds a lot of ink. Okay. You don't have to struggle with your water paint or aqua painter for those small areas. I would say use a blender pen if it's available to you. Get some, because they're that good. Okay. So clearly this owl has not dried yet, so I'm not going to use that one. I'll put him aside. What I'm going to do next is just, I'm going to slice this up. We're going to cut this guy out. I'm going to put this wet owl to the side. And now I'm going to move this. I'm going to move some tools around. Okay. I'm going to take out my mini machine. We're going to cut this guy. So right now, if you're not a demonstrator and you want to join Stampin' Up, this is the time to kind of get the mini machine, the mini cut and emboss. Oh, sorry, that's loud. Cut and emboss machine. It's great if you have a small space like I do. I live in Vancouver, small home, small room, small. So if you're in a and you still want to craft, this is the tool. Right now, if you join with Stampin' Up, you can get this particular tool for $175, and you also get $175. I think is what you get in product. Let me just see, because I lost my Stampin' Up catalog here. And you get the choice of this. There's also another one in boho blue, which is a new in color. And a new in color, and it's just so adorable. Anyway, take a look at this. So this could be yours free if you join Stampin' Up with me. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use my dies, stylish dies. There's a circle, there's a square. I'm going to use a square. Whoa! Dropping. Hello. Okay. And I'm going to take a piece of washi. Watch my arms going back and forth. I apologize, because you don't want to see that. With my watercolored owl. Okay. So we use plates 1, plates 2, 2 plate 2s to create a sandwich, as they call this thing. I'm just going to adjust that right there. Ta-da! Okay. And then we're going to roll that baby through. Check here. Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTubers. And of course, the brochure I wanted to show you has been misplaced on my desk somewhere. No idea where. Okay. But anyway, so we're going to cut this up. Da-da-da. And push it through our machine. Of course, sometimes the plate's warped. The machine doesn't want to like play with me today. Okay. So I'm just going to stick that through there. And let's see. Sometimes I use the 4. Since I've had this machine for a while, I do need updated plates. So when you have fresh plates, they work out really well. If you don't, you know what? Improvise. And you will still get the same cut and the same types of cuts. Okay. And there you are. There's your cut owl. I'm going to move that out of the way. That's a, one of those non-sticky pad things. Oops. Okay. And again, so this is the stamp, print, cut, and emboss machine, the mini one. It's cute. Like, it takes up so little space. I purchased mine last year as part of a different special, not a joining special, but let me just show you. The newest one is in boho blue. If you purchase this, let me see if I can bring it up to you closer to the screen. For $175, you get the machine, and the machine either in this blue color or in this classic white, and you get $225 worth of products for $175. So I think that's a great deal, and like you can get all your, you know, your Stampin' Up stuff, and it's free shipping if you purchase the starter kit. So this is a great one for you if you are interested in becoming a demo. And I certainly would do it just for this machine. It's like a little lunchbox. It's so cute. I can't stop gushing about it. Anyway. Okay, moving on. Sorry. Got distracted by my machine. Okay, so now we've got our owl. We've sliced it up. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a card. This is basic gray cardstock. I've pre-cut and scored. So now we're just going to fold very nicely with the bone folder. I'm going to put these plates to the side. And we've got that. Another thing in the new MIDI catalog, oh, I see I've got junk everywhere on my screen, messy, is this beautiful, beautiful designer series paper. I have to show it to you. It's called Like an Animal, and it's available in the new mini. And it is cute, cute, cute. I'll show you some of the sheets. And they're double-sided. So this one is, if you can see it, it's like a leopard, I guess, or I don't know, spots. And on the other side, you've got, you know, not the shiny stuff, but same design. And same with this one. This is the one we're working with today. It's like a shell, like an armadillo type of design. And on the back, of course, in gray. The not shiny stuff. The shiny stuff here, we've got zebra. Look at that. Isn't that cute? We've got this. Let me show the front first. I don't know, like a leopard. Cute. Cool. And there's also this giraffe type print. And on the back of the giraffe, of course, the muted one, the less shiny kind. And then leopard, cheetah, something. Somebody tell me. And then that. Cute, hey? Okay. So that is Like an Animal, and it is fabulous. So I'm going to show you what we will do with it today with our watercolored guide. It is super cute. So we've got this. I'm going to take a piece of melon mambo like that, just so. Excuse me. And I think I'll also do, what else can I do? I think that's it for now, so we'll just do that. And I've got some extra scraps here just in case, you know, we need things. So this is going to be a really quick card to put together. I don't know if I really want, you know, you spend all that time watercoloring, you just kind of want to get to the card part, right? Like you're like, get me to the card, Sheila. Okay. So we shall. Let's do this, friends. Okay. Let's get to the card. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this animal print to the back of this melon mambo. I'm going to use this one, our Stampin' Seal. I like it. It's good times. We'll do it like that. So I'm going to put this to the side. I've got to put a lot of things to the side because it gets super messy in here. Of course, you can't see it all. Hopefully you don't see my hair. All right. There's that. And now we've got this. We've got these to go together just so. The other thing is we need a sentiment. I'm going to use this one called My Friend. And I think what I would love to do is to just heat emboss it. So I've got this embossing buddy. It is available in our annual catalog. It's available in our last mini as a bundle with the embossing plate and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to do this. Oops, first, we're going to stamp with, oh, I hear my knee squeaking. Okay, I'm going to stamp it with the Versamark. So unlike Stays On, Versamark is a slow drying ink. My Friend, right there, right on it. Close that up. The embossing buddy, what that does, excuse me, is it's an anti-stick kind of tool. It's a powder. It prevents the powder from going into areas you don't want it to go to. Basically, you want this embossing powder to only stick to your sentiment. I put mine in an old sour cream container, my embossing powder. And there you are for that. Just gonna make sure every tap, tap, tap. And I use a spoon to just kind of, plastic spoon that is, to sprinkle it on. I'm sure there are other tools out there and other ways of doing it. So I'm gonna grab my embossing heat gun, pardon. And we will get on with this. Okay, basic gray. Here it is, it's right here, the embossing gun. Okay, oop, you can see me. And I'm going to turn it on and it's going to be a little bit loud. Okay. You can see, I hope you can hear me, and I hope you can see that the powder is changing form. All right, I'm going to put that away to the side. Oops. There you can see. Now it says My Friend. I'm going to bring out the mini cut and emboss machine again. Again, it's nice. It just tucks to the corner. And it's not heavy. I can't say how much I love this, right? Like, I love this machine because it's not, specifically because it's not heavy. All right. Okay. Put a piece of washi tape down. Let's see if it'll work this time. I've changed the sides for the clear. Still kind of warped. That happens. So if you want to unwarp your things, you can use your heat gun to warm it up. You can do lots of other ways. There's lots of different tools and techniques, I think, that are on the internet that other demonstrators have shown how to kind of get your plates to be unwarped, or you just buy new plates, which I might have to do soon. Okay, so that one says it's cut out. It says My Friend. Excuse me. As I put things away, we'll throw my scraps in the scrap area. Take that to the plates. Okay, put that to the side there. Great. Okay. Oh, and that. So we've got this. We've got this guy. We've got My Friend. My Friend. And you know what? I have a piece of this ribbon. This frayed ribbon. This is in last year's mini catalog, but it carried over into this year. And I have just a little bit left, and I like it. So I'm going to use it. And how you use some of this ribbon, or how you stick it on, I like to use tear tape. And tear tape is exactly how it sounds. You tear the tape. And you stick it on to your card just so, or your embellishment just so. In this case, a ribbon. Yeah. Oops, oops, oops. This one doesn't want to come off, clearly. Okay, come on. Okay. Doesn't want to play. See if this ribbon wants, this piece of tear tape wants to play. All right. Then I'm just going to put this, excuse me. Just going to put this right here. And maybe the lower third of the card base. Oops. This guy's not quite sticking to the back. Here, maybe this will help it. With card making, you kind of need a lot of different adhesives. I'm sure you're aware of that, to make your projects do the things you want them to do, right? Okay. So here I have another piece of Melon Mambo, sized just for the owl as a background. Here we are. I'm going to use my fave Tombow mini glue, multi-purpose glue, to give me that. Here we are. Owl is down. Okay. I'm also going to take my dimensionals here. So I'm going to stick one here, and I'm going to move my dimensional lower. Dimensional there. And for this one, I don't have any minis, or I can't find them right now. I do have minis. I cut some in half to, you know, give it the pop. And it's gonna go here, owl. And this one's gonna go here. Just so like that. So I'm gonna take off the backing and take a look. Woo! And I'll move this one closer. Oops. Or maybe not, because it was not participating. Cool. Okay. Put that one there. It says, my friend. Just like that. Okay. Then finally, it needs the card base, right? Like, it needs that. So this is the basic gray card base we talked about. I'm going to use this Tombow multi-purpose glue. And I'll just do that. And then maybe it needs more embellishment. So this, you know, this card the part of the card that takes the longest, obviously, was the watercolor. So while we're trying to get this to adhere and, you know, look cute and all, I'm going to show you how many watercolor birds I went through as I practiced for this live stream. Let's see if I can find them all. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, and there we are with that. It says, my friend. Here, let's sweep that to the side so you can see it all. And here, so this is a gummy eraser. It takes off any kind of glue. This was once available in the Stampin' Up! Catalog, so I just kept mine. And I think you can find it in most other places. I'm not sure where. But anyway. So just be careful with your glue that doesn't end up on your card. And lastly, let's embellish this. I'm going to embellish this with some matte dots. Classic matte dots. We'll do it in gray since that's what we have here. Classic matte dots in gray. And one more of that. I can see the camera has the light, I should say, is putting a lot of glare onto that shiny paper. And there you are. Okay, so all the owls I made to prepare and practice for this this live stream, Hopefully you appreciate the tenacity. There's this one, and these ones. And you can see the different types of shading. I was trying different techniques on each of them. Anyway, but I love how our owl turned out. I'll show you that. There we go, as I bring it closer. This melon mambo and basic gray color. Let's see some other samples I have to show you with the other owls. So last week I did this one with this beautiful shimmery metallic paper. And I colored the owl with blends this time in Tahitian Tide. I also did the heat embossing. This is another one I did. This one is also with that designer series paper, like an animal, the one that I showed you here, like I call it armadillo print. And this one is more of, I don't know, animal, snake, crocodile in gold. There's that one. It has the 3 owls doing that. And this one is another one. It's Your Day. This one's in Flirty Flamingo and Calypso Coral. I colored this. Is both watercolor and blends. I was trying 2 different techniques with the Tahitian Tide eyes. Yes. And then finally, same card, just different dots. Yeah. And in this one, I stamped inside Hoot Hoot, you're so cute, which is the sentiment that comes with this particular stamp set. Anyway, there you are. I hope you enjoyed. This is a card we made. I made. I hope you enjoyed that. And despite the technical difficulties, I'm glad you stayed. And I hope that you want to try watercoloring. It's a really fun technique. It works well with these little creatures, and you know, you can get such an array of different colors. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna move back here with my mic. Hello. I see you can see that. I'll go back to the front and you can see me. You see me? Not yet. You don't see me. Ooh. Now I've gone missing. Hello. Anyway, oops, Siri. So if you wanted to get in touch with me to order, my contact information is sheilaho.ca. You can also contact me on all my socials at Sheilaho Design. And of course on the web, you know, take a look-see there. I try to post as often as possible. You can see all my new cards. I'll definitely post this new card sometime this week. So take a look at that. If you're wanting to order, this is this week's host code. This month's host code with your $60 purchase, as I mentioned, it's Sale-A-Bration, and you can obtain and receive that adorable owls for free. Let me just show you that again. For free. Isn't that cute? And there we are. Okay, and also I mentioned the mini stamp and emboss machine. So for $175, you can get that boho blue one or the original white one, which I have, which I showed today, and your choice of product. So it's all there for you. So take a look at that. If you want to know more about joining my team, the Glamour Inks, drop me, send me an email, drop me a DM in any of my socials. And again, thanks so much for sticking with me today, and I really hope that you enjoyed watercoloring with me. All right, take care, everybody. Bye for now.